Okay, let's start with a big question. What if you, and not some giant corporation, actually owned your social media feed? It's a pretty radical idea, right? Well, that's the core question behind a new project called VaultiVerse. And today, we're going to break down exactly how it plans to build a user-owned digital society.
And this, right here, is the mission statement, boiled down to its very essence. Decentralize the feed, democratize the future. It's not just a catchy tagline. It's a bold declaration that this isn't just another app. No, this is about a fundamental shift in the balance of power online, taking it from corporations and putting it back in the hands of the community.
So let's really sit with that for a second. Just imagine a world where you're not the product being sold to the highest bidding advertiser. Instead, you're a citizen with a real voice, a real say in how the platform is run, what gets built next, and, crucially, where the money goes. That's the future VaultiVerse is shooting for. To really get our heads around this ambitious project, we're going to walk through it step by step. We'll start with the big vision, this new digital democracy. Then we'll dive into how the platform actually works. After that, we'll explore its really unique 9-level power structure, see how its community-run economy keeps the lights on, and finally, look at the roadmap for building this future.
So, let's kick things off with this idea of a new digital democracy. I mean, this is the fundamental shift, right? It's about moving away from the social media giants we all know today and toward a future where these platforms are built, owned, and governed by the very people who use them every single day.
So, what is VaultiVerse at its core? Well, you can think of it as a decentralized, self-governing social platform. Now, decentralized is the magic word here. It means there's no central authority, no single company in a glass tower calling all the shots and hoarding all the data. Instead, it's self-governing. The community literally makes the rules, and it's all built on the secure and transparent foundation of the Bitcoin blockchain.
Okay, so that's the big vision, but how does it actually translate into a real working platform? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the foundation and the features that are designed to make VaultiVerse tick.
This is where it gets really clever, because VaultiVerse blends the familiar with the futuristic. You've got the rock-solid security of the Bitcoin blockchain, but the accessibility to log in with pretty much any crypto wallet you already have. The interface? It's designed to feel as easy and intuitive as something like TikTok. But the real game changer here is its modular framework, which means the community can constantly build on top of it and expand it.
And this right here is the key concept to really grasp. VaultiVerse isn't just another app you download. It's designed from the ground up to be a digital society. And in this society, you're not just a user, you're a citizen. You have rights, you have responsibilities, and you have the power to actually shape your own digital world. This idea is the key to, well, everything that follows.
But of course, any society needs some kind of governance system. And this is where VaultiVerse gets truly innovative. It has a 9-level system of power that lays out exactly how this digital society runs itself.
The first 5 levels are all about participation and creation. You start out as a new citizen where you can vote on content and suggest new ideas. As you contribute more, the community can promote you. You can become a creator, then a builder, and maybe even a developer with access to the platform's core building tools. It's a genuine meritocracy where your contributions directly translate into your level of influence.
Now, the higher levels, they're all about stewardship and oversight. You've got moderators who filter proposals, governors who vote on the really big system changes, and auditors who provide that crucial final stamp of approval for all updates. Then, at the very top, a Treasury Council manages the funds. This whole thing creates a robust system of checks and balances, so no single group can ever have total control.
Okay, so a self-governing society is one thing, but how does it sustain itself financially? Without selling your data to the highest bidder. This brings us to the community-run economy, a model designed to fund the future without ever compromising its core values. The answer is actually both simple and completely transparent. A 15% transaction fee. That's it. This single, flat fee on all transactions on the platform is what powers the entire ecosystem. No ads, no selling user data, just one clear number that everyone can see.
So where does that 15% go? Well, the vast majority of it, a full 60%, gets reinvested right back into the ecosystem to fund new community projects. A pretty significant chunk, 25%, goes to social causes that the community itself chooses. And the final 15% just keeps the lights on. The money flows in a circle, constantly feeding back into the society it serves.
This whole economy is powered by two different kinds of tokens. First, you've got the governance token, or VVT. Think of this like your ballot. It gives you the right to vote and have a say in where the platform is headed. Then there's the utility token, or VVU, which is kind of like the platform's internal currency. You use it for things like tipping creators you like or unlocking premium features. So it's simple, one token for governance, one for utility.
All right, we've seen how VaultiVerse works and how it plans to pay for itself. Now let's zoom out a bit and look at the road ahead and the core values that are guiding this ambitious project to build the future together.
Now, this isn't all happening at once. The roadmap shows a really clear, phased approach. It starts with the basic social feed, then layers in that whole governance system we talked about. After that, it builds key features like search, then opens up the tools for developers, and finally activates the full-scale community economy. Each step methodically builds on the last one. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And all of this, every single piece, is driven by a really clear set of values. Community over corporations is why users have ownership. Transparency through consensus is why the governance model is so open and layered. Every feature we've talked about today connects directly back to these foundational ideas.
And that brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? VaultiVerse presents this incredibly compelling blueprint for a user-owned internet, but it also poses a profound challenge. Can a community truly build, fund, and govern its own digital destiny? The answer to that question, for once, won't be decided by a company in a boardroom. It'll be decided by the people who choose to show up and build this new digital world.